Hello and welcome back to the Gunnaz Podcast. And in this episode, I'll be giving you guys a Mason Greenwood update. And also, I'll talk a little bit about the situation surrounding Reiss Nelson and Leon Bailey.
Big up Gunnaz Podcast.
The Gunnaz Podcast.
If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. I really love the support that I'm getting from you guys. And as it relates to our last video, you guys can go and check it out. The video about Damari Gray and Dwight McNeil. A whole lot of you guys viewed. Only 14% of you guys subscribed out of all of you guys that viewed. That left 86% of you guys that watched the video and did not subscribe. So if you're new here and you love the content, please do remember to hit that fat red subscribe button. Like the video, leave your comments down below, and share if you want to share. Let's get right into it because there have been rumors emerging in the YouTube space that Mason Greenwood won't be prioritizing Jamaica or international football until his club career is sorted out, because they're saying right now his club career is foggy and uncertain, and they don't think that he's going to be prioritizing Jamaica. But I, for one, this is my opinion. This isn't based on any news that I have or I got. But I, for one, I completely disagree with that. Because just think about it, with the situation that he has been in, what better way to get your name back on a global stage and to get people talking about Mason Greenwood again than shining and performing well in a competition like the Copa America that Jamaica has this summer. If Mason Greenwood can come in and get Jamaica to the latter stages of that competition, scoring a few goals, do you guys know what that can do for him? Do you guys know the confidence that can give to him? Do you guys know the push that will give his career as well? You know? So, yeah, this Copa America, it has a whole lot of players really wanting to come and really wanting to represent Jamaica, right? And even the players that we have here are trying to get better quality players to come in to be able to play at that tournament. Because as much as we want to see local-based players, no one wants Jamaica to go to a Copa America and get 3 love, 4 love, 5 love, 6 love. Jamaicans are winners, and we want to go and compete. We know we're going to be going up against giant nations like Brazil, Argentina, Uruguay, Colombia, etc. But we don't care because we are Jamaicans and we want to be the best of the best, and we want to compete amongst the best of the best. We're little but with talawa. You see me? So no one wants to just see Jamaica go and just make up numbers. We want to go and compete and get far and have a chance of winning the competition. So, yeah, the more quality players we can get that are eligible, I will welcome them. You know, I will for sure welcome them. And the situation with Mason Greenwood is basically arise because his contract is winding down at Manchester United, and there haven't been a lot of talks surrounding a renewal. Manchester United is really keeping the Mason Greenwood situation low-key and very secretive. So there hasn't been a lot of talk as to whether they'll renew or they'll just let it run out. And trust me, if they let it run out, that would be a very big mistake, because Mason Greenwood will be a very sought after player. La Liga wants to keep him in their league. I'm pretty sure he wants to be playing for a top team because he is a top player and he is a top talent. So even if Manchester United do decide to let him go, he will find another huge club and he will be playing football and doing the best he can, you know. And as I said before, I just don't see why Manchester United would let this guy go. That situation that happened with him was a long time ago. The wind has blown away, and the guy's focusing on football now. He has his family, and they are good. So why should we in the football world care, right? That situation has passed, and even Manchester United, look at the options they have this season on the right wing. Amad Diallo hasn't gotten a lot of game time. They loaned out Jadon Sancho, and he only has 1 goal and 1 assist in 10 matches in the Bundesliga. He didn't perform as much during the first half of the season. And yeah, Anthony just with 1 assist in 25 Premier League games. That's so poor. And then when you look on Mason Greenwood stats, you're seeing 6 goals and 5 assists in 25 games. That's 11 goal contributions in 25 games, right? the same amount of games that Anthony played, right? So it's a very class option for Manchester United to have that will take them a level up next season. So to see them let him go and not even try to renew that contract would be mind-boggling for me. So yeah, let's head over into Reiss Nelson and Leon Bailey. So firstly, relating to Reiss Nelson, AFTV's Cecil G basically broke the news on Edivision TV that Reiss Nelson is very interested in representing Jamaica, and it is on the cards, right? So he wants to represent Jamaica. However, as reported by Edivision TV, and I'll put the link below to that video in the description, Eddie was basically saying that Jamaican authorities have dropped the ball relating to his documentation process and like missing dates and just not treating the situation with urgency, you know, hence the delay for Reiss Nelson and his documentation. But I'm not really here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about the possibility of Reiss Nelson filling in that gap that Leon Bailey has left. Because we saw it, the coach can get this team to compete. However, we're not just here to play that pragmatic style all the time. We want to see our team playing decent, even counter-attacking football instead of just parking the bus for 90 minutes. And in order for him to feel comfortable to do that, he has to have players where whenever we break, we're almost sure that once we get the space, we're going to take chances. And we see that we don't really have that. Not to bash Ronaldo Cephas, maybe he can become a class player sometime in the near future. He's very young. But if he scores that chance against the United States to make the game 2-0, it's a very different scenario we're in right now. Jamaica might potentially be in a Nations League final and have a Nations League trophy. So it's those small margins that make regular players, that separate regular players from elite players and class players. So having a player like Reiss Nelson to fill in that gap on the right-hand side that Leon Bailey left. A lot of people, you guys have your different comments on Leon Bailey. Some people didn't like the fact that he did that interview. Some people said that it was the right thing for him to do. Some people say that he's behaving like a child, dropping that interview after getting his suspension. And you guys know all of that stories and all of those stuff that happened around that interview. You guys can go and check out our review video as well that we did. So yeah, you guys know all of that. I don't need to get into all of that, but Bailey basically said that he's taking a break from international football, and with him being such a huge influence on the team, the Reggae Boyz really need to find, if we are going to compete in this Copa America tournament like we all want, we need to find that player that's going to come in. Now, Greenwood is set to come in. Greenwood is set to on representing Jamaica. However, you guys just know how that's going. The last video I posted about the consulate date being missed. It's just a race against time right now, so we'll have to see as it relates to Greenwood and Nelson, you know. So yeah, even in the YouTube space as well, after Bailey's news break that he wanted to basically take a break from Jamaica, YouTubers on the platform have basically been trying to rekindle, and Reggae Boyz fans as well in the comment section have been trying to push the JFF to go out and get someone or even a player or two that can come in and adequately replace Leon Bailey in his absence. Because as much as people might say he doesn't perform, he does still have an elite mentality and an elite footballing IQ that a lot of people won't see in goals and assists, but even simply just defending or being aware of space or stuff like that, he might be levels above a regular player. So yeah, that's basically it for this episode, guys. That was your Mason Greenwood update, and basically just another update about Reiss Nelson and the situation surrounding him and him potentially replacing Leon Bailey while he's on his break, and even creating a career for himself in the Jamaican Reggae Boyz setup, because he is a very young player. You know, even if he does come now, there's a whole lot more years ahead of him, and the more quality players we can get in, even the likes of Dwight McNeil and co, it's the better for Jamaican football. So yeah, that's it for this episode, guys. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Follow us at 876 Gunnaz on Instagram and TikTok. And if you want to support us monetarily, you can do so by buying us a coffee. The link is below in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Big up Gunnaz Podcast.
The Gunnaz Podcast.